starting alongside the 78 of Chad Zobrist, the Highland Speedway track champion this year. All right, we're gonna turn them loose next time out of turn number 4, Dustin. 25 laps, could go in the blink of an eye. Who knows? Bring us to the green flag out of turn number 4.
Scott Bloomquist on the inside, Chad Zobrist on the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are racing!
Gonna be Bloomquist with a whole shot off into 1 and 2. Zobrist in second. Now here comes Lanigan. Lanigan inside of Bloomquist. That's your battle for the lead.
Side by side around turns 3 and 4 in a drag race down to the line. Scott Bloomquist by a nose will lead lap number 1 of the dome. Lanigan second. Shannon Babb on the high side third.
That's a dogfight at the front of the pack. Bloomquist bounces off the wall. Your leader though. Lanigan in second. Now Babb's gonna go top. Look out, Shannon Babb. He gets hooked in the cushion. Here comes Chris Simpson.
Great race up front for the lead. Darrell Lanigan absolutely hounding your race leader Scott Bloomquist. Bloomquist bouncing off the wall coming out of turn number 2. Wheel to wheel, side by side up front. Bloomquist still out front.
What a race for the lead. You don't think of this being a Darrell Lanigan type racetrack, but he's right there with Bloomquist. Simpson in third. Now Babb third. Simpson fourth. Zobrist in fifth. Ray Cook seventh. Back in eighth, it's going to be Jason Fager. Now eighth will be Devin Moran. Ninth, Fager. 10th is going to be the 2-car of Joey Coulter.
4 laps scored this time by 5 laps down, 20 laps to go. Bloomquist your leader. He's got about a 2-car length advantage over Darrell Lanigan. A good battle behind them side by side for third. Shannon Babb really throwing some rooster tails over the high side of the speedway. Chris Simpson on his inside. Chad Zobrist in fifth.
And Shannon Babb takes that XR1 rocket way over the cushion, and caution waves as Billy Moyer Jr. gets spun around down in turn number 1. And that's going to bring out the first caution of the night. 5 on the board, 20 to go.
Wow, 20 cars just ran 5 laps without a caution. That is extremely impressive.
Just shows the caliber of drivers we got here, Dustin.
That's right. That's right.
That is what it's all about. Well, Billy Moyer Jr. going to have to tag the back of the pack. All right, Scott Bloomquist fans, what do you think so far? The 0 leading the way. Sitting in the second spot, Darrell Lanigan. Out of Union, Kentucky, back in third. How about Shannon Babb? He is punishing that Rocket XR1. He sits in third. Chris Simpson, his family watching back in Iowa. He sits in fourth. And Chad Zobrist, he slipped up on the first lap, but he bounced back. He's in fifth.
Vintage Shannon Babb up there on the high side of the speedway trying to knock down the wall. And I tell you what, that's been as entertaining a battle as anything, watching Babb in the 18 and the 32 of Chris Simpson wheel side by side for the first 5 laps of this race. Looking on back, it's Ray Cook in the Bulls 53 running in the 6th spot. The 99M of Devin Moran 7th. The 25 of Jason Fager is 8th. Weaver runs in the 9th spot, and Joey Coulter rounds out the top 10.
Well, the car performance pace vehicle on the speedway, and Darrell Lanigan gives Shannon Babb the outside. Is that a mistake to give the Malik missile the cushion? We're going to find out. Can Babb get up and through there? Long way to go, 20 laps in eternity at this racetrack. Billy Moyer Jr. rejoins the tail of the field. Car performance pace vehicle to the infield. Dustin, we will go back green out of 4, 5 on the board, 20 to go.
See if Darrell Lanigan has anything for Scott Bloomquist. We'll see if Shannon Babb has anything for Darrell Lanigan. As 5 laps are scored, green flag is out, and we're back underway.
And Lanigan will take the second spot away. Meanwhile, Babb will go to the cushion. Here comes Zobrist. Here comes Shannon Babb. Oh, Lanigan slams the door 3 wide for third.
Zobrist threads the needle, trying to work the 78 car back into the 3rd spot, and he'll do so. They knock the Uke tires in down in turns 3 and 4. Bloomquist leads Lanigan second. Here comes Chad Zobrist.
Somebody forgot to tell Zobrist he's not supposed to be contending with these guys, and he's not afraid of them. He's coming forward. He's up to 3rd. Now Babb back to 4th, then 5th and Simpson. 6th is Cook. Bloomquist with a 4-car length lead over Darrell Lanigan. Lanigan moves up to the middle of the racetrack, trying to reel in your leader. Look out, Kevin Weaver.
Nick Hoffman is spun off the front straightaway. He yields down to the inside of the racetrack, but a lot of damage on the 2-car. It looks like Nick Hoffman may retire from this one and get ready for the modified race. And I might stand corrected. Hoffman's actually going to bring the 2-car back down on the track.
I'm like you, Dustin. I don't know. 7 laps on the board, 18 to go. And let's throw it down to Blake Anderson. Blake, you're watching it down close and personal. What do you think from your perspective?
All that comes to my mind is awesome. This is fantastic. Nick Hoffman, he's got damage all over the 2-car on the left front, the right rear. Should be A-okay though. Seems to be driving all right. Nothing rubbing on that right rear, but this racing, I don't know about what you guys think of the stance, but from the infield, this is spectacular.
It truly, truly is. Wow.
We just saw on the FK Rod Ends instant replay a couple more couple more drivers attempted to take out our speed cam on the front stretch, but just like all weekend, they've been unsuccessful.
You know, the way they're racing kind of on the ragged edge and they're just pitching the car sideways reminds you of a 25-lapper at East Bay.
Oh, yes.
You got some quarter panels ruffled, you got some pieces knocked off. It looks like East Bay when the tide comes back in.
Especially that old school East Bay that we saw several years ago as well. Unbelievable, Ben, no doubt about that. Or, as a lot of the fans here know, it looks like the racing that you see a lot of times at places like Macon and Belle Claire and Highland and tracks like that as well.
That's right. If you happen to be here for the first time tonight, I don't know, you might have seen there was something new at the Dome.
Yes.
You got so many awesome dirt tracks within about an hour and a half here of St. Louis. You could probably go to 10 in an hour and a half radius. Get out there and support them. This kind of racing happens every Friday and Saturday night. And if you're watching at home and you don't get out too much, this is happening at your local tracks. It might not be this division, it might not be these guys, but this is what dirt track racing is all about. And hopefully this weekend we help really inform the general population the awesome thing they're missing.
7 laps scored, 18 laps to go. Scott Bloomquist, Darrell Lanigan, and Shannon Babb, your top 3 cars.
And we go back green off into turns 1 and 2. And Bloomquist to the bottom, Lanigan to the cushion. Lanigan closes in on Scott Bloomquist. Bloomquist will shut the door, Dustin.
Chad Zobrist works the 78 car back up into the 3rd spot ahead of Shannon Babb momentarily. Darrell Lanigan, interesting, he's going high in turns 1 and 2. Last time by, he went low in turns 3 and 4.
And Zobrist got his hands full. He's got Babb, Fager, and Simpson 3 wide behind him. Now Babb will drive around you on the outside. Shannon Babb back to 3rd. Devin Moran out of the party in car 99, flat left rear.
Tough break for Devin Moran. He's done. Top 2 cars with just a little bit of distance between themselves and everyone else. And Lanigan slips up a little bit that time, coming off corner number 4. He loses a little bit of ground. Scott Bloomquist stretches out his advantage. 10 laps in the books.
10 down, 15 to go, make it 11 on the board. 14 to go. 3 wide for 3rd. What a battle with Zobrist, Fager, and Babb. Meanwhile, Scott Bloomquist doing what he does so often. He's creeping away from him.
Look at Jason Fager right now. Fager, we call him the high side hustler, but he is locked into the inside of the racetrack, all the way around this 1/5 mile oval. Meanwhile, in front of him, Darrell Lanigan still trying to close in on Scott Bloomquist. Lanigan is still high in 1 and 2, low in 3 and 4, halfway home.
Halfway home, that's right. 13 down, 12 to go. And don't look now, Lanigan is catching Bloomquist. He is making up the difference. Well, let's see what the split is this time by. As here comes Darrell Lanigan after Scott Bloomquist. And he'll shave a little bit off that lead, still about 0.6 of a second. Shannon Babb changing his line as well.
And these guys are starting to close in on the back of the field, Ben. First car to go 1 lap down will be the 2 and Nick Hoffman. I'll tell you what, we're about 2 laps away from seeing that. 10 laps to go, 10 laps remaining. Bloomquist is starting to feel the pressure from both Darrell Lanigan and Shannon Babb.
It's Bloomquist, Lanigan, Babb, Fager. Back in 5th, it's going to be Zobrist. 6th, it's going to be Chris Simpson. 7th, Kevin Weaver. 8th right now, Ray Cook. Here comes Don O'Neill trying to get that final transfer from, Cook. It's going to be O'Neill with a big slide job on Cook. He catches his nose. He takes the 8th spot.
Wow, back up at the front of the field, Scott Bloomquist again closing in on heavy lap traffic. 8 laps to go. Lanigan's able to close in on him in the corners, especially down in 1 and 2, but Ben right now he's just unable to gain any more ground than what he's done.
7 laps to go, and as James Essex would say, please stay green as they catch the tail of the field. It'll be 6 laps remaining off turn number 4.
Scott Bloomquist keeps going lower and lower. The lower he goes in turns 3 and 4, the more Shannon Babb and Darrell Lanigan are gaining on him, and Jason Fager trying to make it a 4-car battle up the front of the field. This time by 5 laps to go.
Scott Bloomquist drops across the concrete. He's created a new groove down at 3 and 4. Here comes Babb, Lanigan right there. The lap car of Hoffman in front of him. 4 to go off turn number 4. Here comes Darrell Lanigan.
Here they come around lap traffic. 4 laps remaining. Can Scott Bloomquist hang on? Where's Darrell Lanigan going to go? The back of the field. 3 wide and 3 race leaders. Babb is there as well. It's a hell of a show here at the Dome.
And Lanigan looks outside of Bloomquist. 3 wide through lap traffic. Here comes Darrell Lanigan. 4 wide off the corner. Oh, 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go, and Shannon Babb up to second. Bloomquist loses the lead. Shannon Babb, the place goes nuts. Oh, look out, Bloomquist into Babb. Here comes Lanigan. 2 laps to go. Are you kidding me?
Fager's there. Holy
Jason
cow.
Fager, where'd he come from?
Who's going to win this?
White flag on a turn number 4, Dustin. One more time around the speedway.
Babb, your race leader. Fager keeps going lower and lower. Lanigan's there as well. Final time around through turns 1 and 2. Babb in the 18, Fager on the 25, Lanigan on the 15. It's down the backstretch for the final time.
Off into 3 and 4. The first ever winner at the Dome's going to be Shannon Babb in car number 18. Darrell Lanigan second, Jason Fager third, Bloomquist fourth. In the fifth spot, it'll be Chris Simpson. Sixth is going to go to Zobrist, O'Neill, and Kevin Weaver. That's your top 8 cars as we drop the checkered. Everybody, St. Louis, let's get on your feet. Shannon Babb takes $5,000 tonight. Oh, I have no words. Shannon Babb, the Petrov Towing, Donnelly Trucking, Rocket, Clements Racing Engine, Crackie's Powerhouse, CGI Piping and Fabrication, B Auto Parts entry. He picks up the win. His first win of the year. Shannon Babb had not won. His first win comes in December. How about those apples, race fans? His last win, the Topless 100, I believe, a year ago. Darrell Lanigan in second. What a race. He will walk in tomorrow night's feature. Jason Fager third, Scott Bloomquist fourth, Chris Simpson fifth, Chad Zobrist sixth, Don O'Neill seventh, Kevin Weaver eighth. Can we go back to race of the year? Move over, everybody. Put the dome up to number one.
Oh, baby.
I can't wait to see what Shannon Babb's going to say.
Oh, my.
Dustin Jarrett.
That was unbelievable.
That was If you didn't enjoy that, you got to find another hobby. There's nothing to do.
St. Louis, did you like that or what?
So they're going to head to the scales, and when they do,
where's the green light?
After they do, we're going to confirm that Shannon Babb has picked up the win here tonight, the 4-time Summer Nationals champion, 2 Dirt Track World Championships. He's got a big smile on his face. Back straight away, let him hear it. Shannon Babb, your winner. Man, I tell you what, we're going to head down to Blake Anderson. Blake, you're getting ready to have an awesome victory lane. Take it away, buddy. All right, Blake, we're going to toss it down to you.
There we go. St. Louis, how about that? He's got the helmet off. Let him hear ya. Cody Summer, promoter, congratulating him. Shannon Babb climbing out of the car. Make some noise. Wow, the right side of the Mohico Missiles car tore up. And Shannon Babb, ecstatic. $5,000, and he is locked into tomorrow night's inaugural VP Racing Fuels Gateway Dirt Nationals main event presented by Carl Performance. We'll get him over here for a couple of words. Shannon, walk us through those last 3 laps.
I tell you what, man, I've raced all year and I have never had that much fun. That is freaking awesome racetrack.
You know, you waited all season long. How's it feel to pick up the first win of the year right here with all this money on the line?
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, just being able to race with Scott and Darrell like that, the rest of them guys. Early in the race, I was trying to make their top work and about killed myself 2 or 3 times, and everybody gave me plenty of room. Chad Zobrist gave me plenty of room 100 times, and just I seen them tires get knocked in, and I could tell the low line, I was gaining ground on them guys, so hell, that feels like a good old Summer National race there. But anyhow, we just, you know, everything worked out right, you know, just went through the holes at the same time. Everything worked out good. Scott was leading that thing, didn't know where to go, and when you're leading that deal, it's hard to know where to go. So I was in the catbird seat, and it worked out for me.
How hectic did it get out there with lap traffic? You guys were 4 wide at points with lap traffic racing for the lead.
Man, I tell you, it was, like I said, traffic is awesome. That's what makes the race, and that's what made it exciting in tonight.
You are the first main event winner at the VP Racing Fuels Gateway Dirt Nationals presented by Carl Performance. Put that into words.
Hey, I tell you what, an event like this, it means a lot to win the first race. VP has supported me the last 10 years, and without those guys, I wouldn't be racing. I got Petrov Towing, Alan Brent Creaky, Donnelly Trucking, CJI. Got a lot of great people here. All my friends and fans are here. the support of St. Louis is just something else. This is a racing heartland country right here, so have everybody out here. That was awesome.
You are locked into the main event tomorrow night. Congratulations.
That's better yet.
St. Louis, how about another round of applause for Shannon Babb?
All right, thanks a lot, Blake Anderson. We will give you the unofficial top 8. Again, the top 8 locked into tomorrow's show. Here's the unofficial top 8. Again, Shannon Babb gets the win as we take a look at the FK Rod Ends instant replay of this just bonkers final few laps. Babb, your winner. Second, Darrell Lanigan. Third, Jason Feger. Fourth, Scott Bloomquist. Fifth, Chris Simpson. Sixth, Chad Zobrist. Seventh, Dawn O'Neill. And unofficially, the 8th place and final car locked into the main event tomorrow night, the Flatland Flash, Kevin Weaver.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what else. Right now in Victory Lane, Shannon Babb having his picture taken. How about a round of applause for event promoter Cody Summer? He put this event together. Let him know you appreciate what he has brought to St. Louis. What a job.
We'll grab Cody Summer here in just a second. Hey, Ben and DJ, the one sprint car guy gets the first feature right. How about that?
Hey, I don't know what to tell you. I know racing, boys. That's all.
Well, we'll grab Cody Summer here in just a second as Victory Lane ceremonies finish up. St. Louis, what'd you think of that? That was awesome. Should we do it again next year here tomorrow night as well? You gonna come back tomorrow night? Let's grab Cody Summer.
Wow.
What words come to mind after seeing that, Cody?
Well, I'm a little lost at words, honestly. You see something like that, you see all the people that put all this work in for 2 weeks straight. I think I've got like 6 hours of sleep in 3 days. And there's many other just like me. There's so many people on this team. We could go on and on and on, all the different people, all the different sponsors, of course, VP Racing Fuels, Carl Performance, but all of them, all the partners. It wouldn't be possible without them, but it really wouldn't be possible without those race car drivers putting on a show like that. And I tell you what, that's one of the best races I've seen. In one of the greatest racetracks from one of the greatest promoters in Kevin Gundaker. I'm just kind of speechless, honestly, and I actually leaned in and told Shannon I loved him.
Talk about this race, when you the dream, and then we had all the people saying, you can't do this, it's not possible to get a show on in a dome, it's gonna be too small, and then we get a first feature, and we get that.
Yeah, you're right. Guess what? It is possible. And haters are gonna hate.
Hey, how about a round of applause for the guy with the dream, Cody Summer, putting this event on, putting it all on the line. For a guy that talks for a living, I think I'm almost speechless. That was incredible.